Jake and Cody, voices rise. Futures drawn in wrestling skies. Deadline looms, the stage is set. Predictions carved, no room for regret. Into somewhere weekly, where stories collide. Heroes and villains, no place to hide. NXT deadline, the battle is near. We see the future crystal Tables shatter, rivalries burn, belts and glory, the tides will turn. Who's the champion? Who will fall? Jake and Cody, they've seen it all. Threads of fate, the night aligns, truth revealed in fighting lines. Into somewhere weekly, where stories collide. Heroes and villains, no place to hide. NXT deadline, the battle is near. We see the future crystal into somewhere weekly, where stories collide. Heroes and villains, no place to hide. NXT deadline, the battle is near. We see the future crystal clear.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Hopefully you're doing well. I appreciate you all being here with us for Into Somewhere Weekly. I start wishing everybody the happiest of holidays, and thank you for being here with us. And that's what I wanted to get to. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's helped us along the way, that has given us a chance to exist and to be creative and to give you guys a chance to entertain. You know, my health always took precedent over streaming, but I said in January I was really gonna give it as best of a go as I could. We'll give it a year. We'll see what happens, and if it takes off or catches any type of momentum, we'll go from there. So, in lieu of everything, I really, in the holiday spirit, wanted to thank everyone for being here and helping us along the way on this journey. This channel and the ability you provide me with to entertain, to distract, to get you away from whatever ails you. I wanted to say thank you to Spaz. He gave me the courage I needed to believe in myself, to feel like this was ever an option. And I thank Cody for joining along and being my other half and carrying me through those insane moments. I thank Liz for providing us with so many laughs and being just one of the best people I know. Thank Paul for everything. And I can go on and on. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody. And excitedly, I wanted to say, yes, always. Okay. We did it. I'm a YouTuber. And we're officially partnered. So, super chats, donations, memberships galore. But we did it, folks. We did it. So thank you, everyone, for making me feel like I exist. Let's get into the show.
Pipe bomb, Uzo stands tall. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fall? The ropes scream, the mat shakes in this arena. No room for fakes. Drew's claymore, Cody's resolve. Conflicts deepen, mysteries to solve. Every move, every blow. Jake and Cody, they let it show. Into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live review, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. The truth is browsed. Mic in hand, the duo's green. Every punch, every deed. Mike's in hand, the duo's green. Every punch, every into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live reviewed, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. Into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live review, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. The truth exposed. No one does it. Crossroads.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Into Somewhere Weekly, coming at you a little bit more YouTube-rific. Did we look a little bit shinier? a little bit more gold. Oh, look at that. I do have to work on like Streamlabs alert. This is just for this, but thank you to my wife for being the first member. That, of course, leads me to my main part of this introduction. Thank you to you, Love Bug, because without you, none of this would be possible. I love you with all my heart. But right now, my heart yearns for Cody Onidi316.
Give me a hell yeah.
What's going on, bud? Excited?
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations to you. We did it, bud.
I didn't even know about this.
No, I got an email at 4:11 in the morning, and I was up, and it's like, would you like to go ahead and would you like to apply for the partner program? And I said, let's try it. And it says it takes 2 to 3 months for a response. And I was like, all right, so you figure maybe we'll hear by February. And then it was like an hour and 10 minutes later, and they were like, let's turn that on for you. So the alerts may not be 100% on the channel. I'm still testing things, but I think I've got some of it figured out. So super chats, all those kind of stuffs will be brought in. And I appreciate every single one of you for helping us get here. That really is incredible. And I can't thank you all enough, honestly. So, Mr. Cody Onidi316, getting into the holiday spirit. How the hell are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I am elated to be here, and I am in a very positive mood. So this should be an interesting episode with the topics at hand. We're going to get into the deadline predictions. We've got a lot, though, on Into Somewhere Weekly this week. Don't you worry. I heard a little bit of backstage politicking going on, and you know how we love the drama around here,
Between
sir.
me and you. There was backstage politicking.
So maybe, but yeah, we went ahead and Roman Reigns.
You said you were going to be the host of the show. We're going to talk about that one.
Yeah, we'll air that out with the lawyers after the show. But you know, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and tell everybody hit the like button and thank you for tuning in. So it's been an interesting slow trickle reveal recently, and kind of interesting the way it's being handled. So Roman Reigns had changed his future plans, and it affected a WWE star's dream, and we're going to get into that along with so much more updates about AJ Lee and her contract, as well as a few other news stories. Got a little bit of news from AEW, and we'll be checking in on Dynamite as well. It's a celebratory night. Where do you want to start, my friend, with all the news at hand?
Let's get into, this is a good one. You know what? Let's start it off from the top with Roman Reigns and backstage politicking issues.
Yeah, we'll dive right into the drama. That's right. That's what I love around here. Put it in my veins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that WWE ego problem. The one that was issue having at War Games with the match order and entrance order, I should say, to the match. And so much more.
War Games!
Roman Reigns. So, article put out, this first one from TJR Wrestling, goes ahead and says, Roman Reigns demands force Triple H to shatter WWE star's dream. So, we go ahead and see that Roman Reigns originally said, all right, I'm going to stick to the part-time contract. He's done 7 matches so far in 2025. He's been featured in fairly important storylines, but he pretty much comes in, disappears, and then comes back again. That's kind of what we get from him at this point. So I guess not only was he causing a bit of an issue backstage, but he was written off after Clash in Paris for the Street Fighter movie. And after that, I guess he kind of decided, hey, Hollywood may not be where I want to fully set my flag anymore. I think I want to really do more, maybe not full time, but back more often in wrestling. And I want a title. So we saw this, and the evidence is pretty jarring, to say the least, because we saw it play out. Sami Zayn is challenging the Vision. He's going against them. Paul Heyman comes up to him. This is when the Vision first formed, really. And he says, hey, you can go to SmackDown and get a world title match against John Cena right now. No problem. Right? It's like playing the Family Feud. Show me potato salad. Hey.
Yep.
Why would you not take that? Because he wants to be defiant. He's going to stay and he's going to fight the Vision. And a couple weeks later, he's going to get transferred to SmackDown and the feud is done. So what happened was Roman came back at that time, and Sami Zayn's push, who after a decade with the company, over a decade, was being inserted into the world title picture. They were going to have him go against Seth at Mania. That was the plan. Then from there, Braun Breaker would win either like a King of the Ring or the briefcase and then go on. So, hey, all right. He said this year, Roman Reigns' whole plan at some point during the year changed. He decided, I'm not actually all in on the Hollywood thing, and I'm coming back to WWE. I want a championship. I want to win a belt. And basically, I want Cody's seat. So that's why we're getting...
my seat?
He does. Cody Onidi, Rhodes.
So he wants to be your new co-host.
He wants to just take over everything. Roman wants your seat. He wants our seat. He wants
I thought I was already
seat.
battling with Michelle McCool.
She could just take the podcast if she wants at this point, because we all know the pull Cater Taker has. He even got in on...
Is Cater Taker with you?
He is, unfortunately. Still in catering, but...
Can you ask him, like, since we got this new thing with YouTube, can you ask him if Michelle McCool cannot take our podcast? Ask her if she can just be civil.
Okay. Can she not take our podcast?
Yeah.
She's busy ruining reality TV. See? Yeah. She's taking over LFG and stuff. She doesn't want our little show. As long as we just keep talking about the best women's wrestler of all time, Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
The best ever.
I can't say.
That's better. Yeah, see? Everybody's happy. Yeah,
Just
Roman...
only praise Michelle McCool and we're good. Right?
And we're good. We're golden. Because Roman rejected Braun Breaker's original pitch that they had. So I guess the initial plans were quite different. He was on Raw. He's going to fight the Brawns. He's going to beat both Brawns. Some people wanted him to fight Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. He's like, no, that's not how we're doing this. That's not how we're setting it up. And the reason why is because he goes through Paul Heyman for his creative. And he goes exclusively through Heyman. So apparently Roman suggested a slow build where he would win the Royal Rumble and dethrone Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Then Breaker would turn on the Visionary to lead the Vision. This would then start Reigns and Braun feuding till SummerSlam, where the latter would win. That was the way it was set up to be. They were going to slow build to Roman winning the Rumble, oh dear God, facing Rollins, oh dear God, beating Rollins, oh dear God, oh fucking Christ, winning the championship, oh fuck. And then you're out of the Vision, I run the Vision now. Braun was going to turn on Seth after Mania. Fuck you, you're out. And Braun Breaker was going to. Imagine he wasn't like concrete, but he'd win King of the Ring. But either way, he and Roman were going to fight at SummerSlam. And Roman was going to put Braun Breaker over at next year's SummerSlam. But Roman nixed it, saying that's not what's happening. So, yikes. Not great. Funny that it's Roman of all people that's acting like the ultimate Nepo baby in a way, and just using
because
he's coasting off his fame.
He can't
yes,
be told no, right?
But the only reason it's not like he got over with the crowd. he had to become a heel for anybody to give a shit about him. But even then, it was the story
started
of everybody
cheering him as a
else.
heel,
And
though.
yeah, not at first. Not at first.
When Sammy came in, right?
Then it kind of changed, yeah. But no, originally they were
They were
pissed at
almost like
him about the
babyface
Jay
to him.
stuff because then Jimmy got turned against Jay. They had all these different moments. So
So here's my thing for the main event of WrestleMania 42. So if this is going to be a thing with Cody and Roman, I think the only way for it to have a story change of any sort is for Cody Rhodes to turn heel.
yeah, that's
That's the only way I would actually care about it, because now you got a different side of the coin here.
And that's not going to happen. And I don't believe it's going to happen that way. There should be something interesting.
And I don't really give a shit about this fucking main event.
No
This
one
is gonna be another
does.
fucking garbage WrestleMania because TKO wants to do bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's what you do: revisit the Rock's selling the soul to the Rock thingy. Then because that's still there. That's the main way for Cody Rhodes to turn heel now and go full Homelander, right?
Sure. I mean, it could work, but I honestly,
I mean, that's the most logical way to lean into it, right? Because
I just don't see Rock wrestling again. Period.
I see The Rock being a part of this because this is what he wanted, Cody Rhodes to turn heel.
Maybe, but he's
getting
so
his way
tiny
now.
and frail now, and compared to how massive he was for all those years, him likely being off any type of gear and steroid now, that makes a obvious massive difference on your heart too. So he couldn't keep up at that rate. I mean, for the Smashing Machine, he was so gigantic he couldn't even fit in like doorways at certain points. His shoulders were so wide. So yeah, it's a perpetually like decent but troubled plan because you can't rely on The Rock. It would be good, but does it get over entirely? I don't know. I'm sure it would work well. It's just a matter of him showing up and sticking to things and doing what needs to be done. And as we've seen lately, that's not really the case.
Well, if The Rock was going to have Cody sell his soul and Cody was finally going to accept it, Cody Rhodes needs to go through a lot of failure first.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is my only way to get success again now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't give a shit about this. Next topic.
So, what's the name of the female that was injured? Not Ivy Nile. We said it the other day. We couldn't remember her name.
Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark. People are saying that Zoe Stark was the mystery woman in that scenario. That for the War Games, could you? She did the stomp. I guess it's
great.
better than Austin Theory, but
Levesque would do that.
like Pico said, it's Omos. Pico, I've seen a few DMs come through, but it's not letting me into reply. It keeps telling me they're encrypted, and I need to unencrypt.
You know who the head?
So
you know who the head writer is of SmackDown?
No, who?
Oscar the Grouch.
I figured, and he loves garbage.
Oh, I love trash.
He does
Oscar
indeed
the Grouch
love it.
loves him some SmackDown.
fun
By the way,
enough.
speaking about loving trash, I think Oscar the Grouch also likes Tony Khan and his product, because we need to discuss this now because this is a bit funny. Mr. Tony Khan, the comedian, he's failed with his NFL team. He fails with wrestling. So maybe he can make it as a comedian. So please
maybe
give these lovely people
this story. I mean, you might be able to be onto something there, right? Because it was the Enemy Design that pointed this out to me before, because Tony Khan claims AEW has closed the gap.
You have a laugh track about it?
I should, right? No, I don't actually. That's
you need to add one.
There's a lot of sounds that I need to reinvest in. I got a horn honk there. I got a sad trombone. That kind of fits. Because Tony said they closed the gap in a number of key metrics with WWE. And he says why he created the AEW national title. So that's
that's why. The national title.
Yeah, national title.
the national title is supposed to be what? Like, isn't
So
there like
he said, we've
10,000
never
different
had
titles on
any
the show?
champion from AEW go to Ring of Honor to defend a title. There's never been that. So this was something interesting.
Oh.
Basically, that's what he's saying. It could be going to CMLL, and it can go to, Ricochet could bring it there, and it can go to New Japan. And so it's
No
the national,
way.
it's AEW national. So
You
basically,
can bring it to ROH and all these places on New Japan. Not
Yeah.
Vince McMahon.
no
but,
one's even ever considered this before. Amazing enough.
Wow. Damn AEW. I'm sure Triple H is shaking in his boots now.
Mm.
I bet you Elmo, the Cookie Monster, Oscar, and Triple H are all fucking terrified of your shitty booking and thinking that's a good idea.
Is this a laugh track?
I don't care. You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Nope. Definitely not what I was thinking that was going to be. Granted, yeah, I got
Tony
this.
the
Don't
Tiger
worry.
over here booking AEW, and
So
Sesame Street Crew is booking WWE.
he says in a number of key metrics, this is a big year for us because we've been doing wrestling every Wednesday night on TBS, every Saturday night on TNT for many years. We continue to do that, but we've added millions of new homes that can reach AEW this year with HBO Max. Yes, you've reached homes, but they're not watching it. And he doesn't say what key metrics. He doesn't say, anything. He's just claiming that he closed the gap. What gap is this? Maybe during the final Battle Media call on Thursday, he'll answer some of this. But what gap have you closed? What key metrics are you discussing? Because all of your ratings, I mean, people are celebrating that Dynamite got 500,000 views last week. Hey, that's a good thing. Is it?
I don't know.
They used to be like the Million Club. Remember? Oh, are they going to break 1 million? Oh, 990, 980. Now they're doing half of that at times, if not less. I don't know why Tony feels the need to say these things. Like you're not bolstering the company or yourself up. You're making yourself look petty and ridiculous. Like, oh, we're doing great. ESPN says it, and so does Sports Illustrated, and Pro Wrestling Bits says I'm amazing. I don't know if that one's valid, but
sounding like Becky Lynch here with the IC title. Right?
Yeah, because she knows how to heal it up, and apparently Tony doesn't realize that this is not a
Everyone
popular
says
thing
I
to
do
say.
a great job. Not only ESPN, Daily Motion, and Yahoo Sports, but my great love and beyond, Dave Meltzer, has said I do a great job. Everything's great. And yeah,
Great indeed. I couldn't find the laugh track, but
I got this.
whatever. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Do you
hear
think,
about this?
Tell me.
Well, Freddie Prinze Jr. said ESPN is unhappy with WWE. What were you going to ask, though? Go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna ask. You've ever seen those gifs of Elmo doing some coke?
Yes. It's kind of like our
Do you
angel.
think he got that
not
from-
angel. Excuse me, elf, Snowflake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where they
possibly.
get it from, Tony Khan? Do they get it from Tony Khan or what?
I mean, maybe that's where our elf Snowflake learned it from. Because when I went and woke up today, the elf moved and it was in front of the microwave with a straw up its nose and powder cut into lines on the counter. So I'm assuming it's just going great. It's great. You know that enemy design? It's great. I'm wonderful. Everybody likes me. It's great. I understand
Everything's
the
great.
need. You have that feeling that you want everyone to like you, and it comes off desperate. And that's kind of an issue with Tony. I've always felt that way. Like, oh, he's a little bit nerdy, so it's endearing. But then it got to be a little bit too much with it. The hugging, the some of the other things. And you've noticed over time, his ability to promote without answering questions is bar none, top of its class. He's like a Sith Lord with that. He just does, never mind Jedi mind tricks. No, he erases your mind. Like, so what happened with all the allegations of he's like, do you like blood and guts? You're like, I like it sometimes. Like, It manages to work. He just starts going into promoter brain, and no one can stop him. Snuffleupagus versus Big Bird.
I mean, you know what? I hope that
Bird in a cage match.
ESPN deal. I hope that ESPN deal fails because I'm glad that Disney and the good old mouse is sick of this shit. Even he can't stand the childish stuff, and he's fucking Mickey Mouse with a clubhouse. That's where they were fucking wrestling in War Games, inside the Mickey Mouse clubhouse.
Yeah,
That's where that was, and he was like, enough with this eating or whatever you call it. So Mickey Mouse kicked them all out.
Ah, Mickey, that's stupid.
They were doing the hot dog dance in the fucking middle of War Games. That's what was happening.
Hot dog, yeet, diggity dog, yeet.
Yeah.
I don't have a yeet button. Just pretend that's yeet. Right? One more.
Yeah, that was. I think I heard yeet.
Oh,
yeah.
people could take that wrong because it's the SVU thing. Kind of looks like I'm pushing somebody's head down. You know?
They can't see me, right?
Not how I can. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure.
I mean, that's funny, but put your balls away.
Oh.
Yeah, so Freddie Prinze Jr. comes out and he's like, by the way, WWE, very unhappy. Why? They're not going to like this news I'm about to share. A friend of mine works for Disney, and he says they better make their money back on this deal because they are hot. They're angry. Guys, we need to buy more PLEs. Earlier on the show, he expressed frustration with the ESPN app, complaining he gets signed out too often. You got to go through a long process to get logged back in. It's not user-friendly. This $1.6 billion 5-year deal with all these PLEs, it's not paying off so far. ESPN is not happy with, all. And here's the thing. They're also touting, the best War Games or best Survivor Series of all time, the most attended, gross and breaking and gate and all of these metrics. But so this story comes out with the podcast, and people are talking about it this morning, and WWE followed up immediately. They had their wheels spinning. So they went to Fightful and they said, ESPN, by the way, that they're not unhappy. We heard from Nick Khan himself. He said they're thrilled with the start of it. It's a new product, a new platform. If you notice any of the promotion going into our first event with them, WrestlePalooza, we were really pleased with. You saw wall-to-wall coverage on ESPN platforms, so much that on College Game Day, the morning of WrestlePalooza, you had the entire panel. He's like, everybody is predicting the winner of Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Oh, they were pleased. Who was pleased with Snowlooza or whatever fuck you want to fucking call it.
Snorpalooza. Come get this Sunday's slippery bathtub match as we
who
go ahead
was
and
pleased
take
with
on the dead man. No, he's not the Undertaker. He's really dead. We found a stiff and gonna throw him in the ring. It'll be better than the WWE bullshit.
WWE was pleased with WrestlePalooza, right?
They were absolutely. Lesnar's squash win over Cena, that made sense, right?
And I tried to defend them, saying something would happen out of that, but absolutely not. You know how Triple H is. Let's do something and not follow up on anything.
See, I don't think it's Triple H. I feel like it's just TKO. Triple H is already in the era
everything
of
though,
liking
like
Hot Shot.
TKO.
Not
TKO
everything,
him,
but
have Judgment Day argue. But when Liv Morgan comes back, act like nothing happened for the last 6 months.
Possibly.
Is that what TKO is telling?
Possibly. You're doing a great job, Mr. Co-host, threading us right into the next narrative, because Bleacher Report put out hell of an article today. All the reasons why Liv Morgan is WWE's most important star. Yeah, most important star.
That's hilarious.
I told you. It's just
I didn't even know that.
Natural chemistry.
Yeah.
So on the road to WrestleMania 42, Liv Morgan is WWE's most important star. That's what they said there. 48 hours later on Raw, she was the central figure of not one but 2 segments, while also getting a potential feud in a backstage confrontation. I mean, that is true. They gave her a lot of TV time, a live mic, and the last segment too. So
they're very high on the board.
They said for several reasons, Morgan will be the most important star entering the build for wrestling's grandest event. So point 1, they talk about the Dominic Mysterio effect and how them two working together, he didn't need her, and he proved this as much as people thought. Like, people thought Dominic would kind of crumble once he didn't have a strong female standing besides him or behind him, and that's kind of not the case. He's done very well
Do
without Liv the
people really
last few
think
months.
do people think Liv can stand on her own without Dominic?
Yeah, I mean,
So it's Dominic can't be a thing without Liv. People think.
yeah, because Dominic was always catered to by someone else. He was not just catered and carried, but elevated by who he worked with. Started off with his father, being tag champs with him. You know, you're a legend, Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. Oh my God! Then, you know, he had Rhea for all those, at that time, and Judgment Day standing behind him, and then he had Liv.
Rhea really helped him, by the way.
She did.
Liv did too.
That's what I'm saying. So people were genuinely concerned that once he's not attached to a bigger star, is he going to fail? And so far, he's proved everybody wrong. I mean, we're going to have the foil rumble in Saudi. It feels like it. We're going to get Roman winning, and now they're going to take it away from Liv. But it says things can go in one way or the other, with Mysterio and Morgan taking the next step to the top of WWE together or separately following a high-profile breakup. They're kind of with us in this. They're saying that they could go either which way. They prefer them staying together and going on to being the good duo. We got the evolution of the Judgment Day.
That's what we said. Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Just for people that don't, go back and watch Eddie in China. Am I right, Jake? Because people are like,
absolutely,
Dominic and Liv with these characters wouldn't work as babyface. Can you explain a little to them about the lore of Eddie in China?
Well,
because
they started off
Eddie
as,
in China do.
Yeah, they started
heels,
as
right?
heels, and then China started to endear herself to the wrestling audience, both in matches and then going against the men, the intergender stuff. Eddie lied, cheat, and steal, but people enjoyed the duo together.
So he would cheat against the bad guys, right?
They hated that he broke her heart and turned on her, and that really got Eddie into a great heel run there. So,
but when Eddie was a good guy, would he still lie, cheat, and steal?
Yeah, he had the same character. That's what people loved about him.
So
it was just him
why can't
in a different
Dominic and Liv
package.
do that? Why can't people see that?
Because they have their idea of what they're doing now, and that's the only way they can envision them, sadly. Like, unless WWE shows them another way, they can't imagine it. They can't picture it. Part of me wonders if it is due to a lack of imagination. I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but hear me out. You think of today's youth and how they were raised essentially close enough to your generation and younger, dependent on technology. I can still masturbate without having to watch porn. I mean, I have a plethora of great fantasies to go through in my mind. Jesus, it's a dark place up there. Granted, I don't think they could not be ever overstimulated and not function, So the fact that they can't envision anything happening without it being shown to them really shows a lack of progression and ability to.
A lot of these articles, we've said
pretend.
it like we're one of the first ones on board on this, though.
Yeah.
Saying Liv Dom, based on all these media articles are saying it would work perfectly with them as the good guys. And like you replied to someone on Twitter, you said it would be okay. We'll go with a heel route then, like you want to. But just saying, if you like Liv, it's a big missed opportunity for her to be the top woman star without her being the good guy, because Rusev said it best the other day on a podcast with Lana. He's like, you have to accept it if you're a heel. Like Rusev said, he's not mad about losing because heels are meant to lose in the end.
Exactly. And we're not forgetting about, that's what I mentioned before. I said that, people were devastated when he broke her heart. They hated that. So they also, the next point is how she's the future of women's wrestling. We absolutely agree. Does the Prodigy go ahead and betray each other? It's basically her working with Roxanne. How long does this go on until they end up fighting?
A lot of people get mad at us for that too, right? Because we said that Liv is okay. See, this is just stuff that we can ramble on because we got in so much trouble. This Roxanne thing and Raquel thing.
Yes.
Do you think Liv is actually happy to be with them?
Yes. She's genuinely she's playing along. I feel like that's the whole point of this. That was the little wink and the nod. And
like we said, she's being like the Randy Orton with the Authority, right? When he came back after they kind of kicked him out.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, there's been many examples of people, trying to look docile and agreeable, and then oh, look at that, they're really out for revenge. It's a very old trope in wrestling, but it's a great one, and that's why it's
You
lasted
can
so
tell
long.
people are like, why are you trying to paint a narrative that Liv is going to betray Roxanne? I'm like, I wouldn't even call it a betrayal, would you?
They
Because
betrayed her
Liv's
already. Yeah, they
yeah,
replaced her. That
exactly.
was the point, you know. And oh, she wasn't
And
replaced.
now they're scared of her, clearly, because now they act all nice when she's back. They're
Roxanne
scared of her.
immediately handed over the title and was like,
Yeah.
"There you go." So, and look at the next entry on the list, number 5. What have you and I said for a long time now? The best thing for her would be to win the Rumble and challenge at Mania, right? Number
Yes.
5 for them, Royal Rumble winner and WrestleMania challenger. Morgan has accomplished many things in her career, including world title wins, marquee matchups, but she's yet to have that defining WrestleMania moment so many superstars chase. That should change in 2026. Morgan was a runner-up in the Rumble in both 23 and 24. She has come within inches of cashing her ticket to the granddaddy of them all, and now is the time for her to finally get over that hump. With any of the aforementioned story threads providing key to her win, she should come across 2 important terms and items off of her bucket list, making her one of the most important stars in WWE for the next 6 months. God damn. Great article. You know, I paraphrase a lot there, but you get the point. And she's the it star. They have a huge future planned with her. They are very excited to see where this goes, and so am I.
After week 1, like, you have to see where it is before we say maybe Survivor Series was the best call. But right now, you still say they brought her back too soon.
I still say I wouldn't have brought her back yet. Yeah. But they have time now to play with the Judgment Day story and do other things. So maybe it'll be better. Well, who knows? Maybe we're wrong,
But,
and
like,
it doesn't hurt her
here's the
chances
thing
with the
that-
Rumble. But I
my
hope
only
that's not the
gripe
case.
my only gripe about this is like they're like we need Liv Morgan back immediately so she could advance the Judgment Day tensions. But when she got brought back, we took 20,000 steps backwards.
I don't think so, because she it's only one Raw.
I know it's
I know it's
one Raw,
segment.
I know,
and she
6
played
months,
along.
though, of
She
tension.
played along. So yes, it's been a lot of tension, but she played along, right? We don't know yet. If she continues to do nothing for weeks on end, I will concede entirely and be like, they really messed this up. But as of right now, the way I see it, I don't feel like it's a hindrance to the story yet. I apologize. I'm still getting over this cold, so don't mind me.
But would you have
sound like a
at least
frog.
wanted some a little bit? I'm not even saying let
I
everything
would have
out
liked
yet.
more
A
of
little bit of
a
an
clear acknowledgement that she is against them, but how would they have gotten that across without them seeing it on TV?
Or like question them a little bit, like
Because
like
she's
saying,
apparently been
Raquel,
watching
like,
TV, right? She's been watching Raw. That's how she knows these things and heard these things. So
she should have went back, like what Randy Orton did to the Authority. Like she should have went to each and every one of them individually, question their wrongdoing. Then they're all getting a little mad. Then she'll be like, "Yeah, come on, I'm messing with you. Let's get along now."
Maybe there's time. Maybe you got to give it a chance, I say. But also, if she gave us that reveal that, guys, I do hate them. I'm just,
Yeah. That's
Judgment
what it seems
Day,
like they're going
Judgment
with,
Day would have seen it, and then they would know, oh shit, she's against us, because we're saying that people watch the show. See, they fucked up kayfabe, and they acknowledge that people are watching the show. Yeah, the return would have been known beforehand. Exactly. They wanted the surprise pop for her. Triple H is all about moments, and they said, well, we can't get her to be a surprise. She's ready now, because they can't have any surprises for the Rumble. So here we go.
Some reports say that they're taking a break on the Judgment Day tension. Would that be a bad move?
I would say yes, but no. So I would cool the tension, but I would have her slowly stir the pot, and I would do like
how much longer do you go on this? Though?
I would have 2 more weeks of her going along with it, helping them out, getting them a women's title match in the 2nd week, and in the 3rd week, she costs them the titles and whatever they get. But I wouldn't do it long.
If it goes on longer than that, then you're gonna say, okay, maybe.
Yeah, I'll agree that they kind of fucked up bringing her back this early, but 50 million views in less than 24 hours, and all that's what they care about. They don't give a shit about the story. None of it. They just want to go ahead and have that.
some acknowledgement to how they've treated Dom, stuff like that, right? There has to be eventually acknowledgement on that. No.
I would like to say yes, but think about it. We're not guaranteed a damn thing, sadly.
Yeah, with this group, yeah.
So before we move on to the next topic, my friend, really quick, I want to go ahead and showcase us. That's right. You can go ahead and help support the channel by becoming a member now. Look at that. Dippity doo-dah. We got our own little badges and stuff and icons. You can join the Banana Cadet level for $1.99 a month. And then this is what YouTube set originally. We get a few more members. We unlock more things. But go ahead and join the Banana Army. You can join some prediction shows with us. That'll be fun. We'll definitely have members-only live streams and videos that will be released early for you. So go ahead and check that out. Help support the channel. We appreciate it greatly. All about moving forward, my friend. And forward indeed. This is a bit disappointing. AJ Lee, she's not really back. Everyone thought, oh, she's back and she's full-time. And now it's like, hold on, that's not what's happening. So Sean Ross Sapp is now clarifying that, hey, this is not the active schedule. And she basically did a couple weeks for War Games build. Now she's gone again. She's not going to be a regular competitor. We'll likely not see her until Mania for the build with Becky, is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for that match till WrestleMania. I thought they would announce it for the Netflix show on the January 5th episode, but apparently I mean, I will give them credit with Raw. As much as I had a problem with it, they did do one thing right. That women's division is stacked for the tag teams right now. You have 6 tag teams that are all legitimate tag teams, all people that weren't just thrown together. The most thrown together is Alexa and Charlotte, but they made it work. You have 6 teams. That's incredible. The fact that they all are fighting for the title and they made the tag division something. But in the interim, it's going to hurt Stephanie Vacour when she doesn't have a ton of people to face and you know, the other titles. And Maxine is going to have Ivy Nile to get through. Yay. Awesome.
Oh boy. Oh joy. Yeah.
Yeah. But hearing that AJ Lee is basically not back as much as they made it sound like it was. And
But they had her like sign this contract like when she came back on that SmackDown.
yeah, and I guess that contract really just highlighted how she's supposed to go ahead and be in that regard of, hey, this is what's going on, this is what we got, and this is the unfortunate side of it. It just seems like it was we were lied to a bit. They got us. They definitely got us. So, it's just unfortunate because she's been so popular and so hot that everybody really wants to go ahead and see more of her. Obviously, she's a big draw. And I think they know that. And with her agreeing to limited dates, they really want to keep those few and far between for the biggest moments. Excuse me. Obviously, they felt they needed her for War Games, so. And they did sell out.
So you think she's in the Rumble at least then?
No. No.
No.
I could see. Yeah, unless they hold off until the Rumble, have Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel dominate the Women's Rumble as a team. Yeah, and Liv eventually turning and eliminating them from the Rumble. That would be a great moment. That's how she gets her ultimate revenge. Throws them both out and she wins.
I guess do we really have to wait that long though? After waiting 6, we had 6 months of tensions. And
I know. I have a feeling it's going to be a slow brew, my friend. We're going to be like 8 weeks of this.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah. NXT was a lot of fun last night. Nothing of major note or consequence. The Javon Evans versus Dark State team match, the 4-on-4 was just a lot of fun. I'm not crazy that Dark State lost a bit, but it doesn't hurt the story because it's about Deion Lennox being in the Iron Survivor Challenge match. The women's 6-women tag match was also a really good TV match. Sol Ruka hitting the Soul Snatcher, gets a hell of a pinfall victory over JC Jane, the women's champ.
The Soul Snatcher.
So I was happy to see that. Thea Hale, Ariana Grace was fun. I wish Thea Hale was in the Iron Survivor. So does Spaz. And you get to hear more from Spaz and I later tonight on the State of Wrestling. So go ahead and check that out live on his channel after we're done here. But Tavon Heights and Josh Briggs was okay for them too. I don't have a lot of care about them fighting, but one thing everybody's talking about is Shiloh, because he can't find his bolt cutters. I really like how they start lighthearted in a way, and then it becomes dark and darker and darker. And he's monologuing and having these soliloquies in such a way where it doesn't feel like he's playing a character. It feels like all of these different personalities are just him. That's how eccentric and bizarre he is. And they're not wrong. I hope they have not wasted the ultimate potential of this character just in these vignettes. Like there's not more to develop in the ring. We'll see. He was good in the ring, and that's why LFG was his to take the second time through. I am excited to see what they do with him. I really have enjoyed all the shorts and YouTube videos he's put out for the last few years. He had the series with the Shoe Man where he ordered shoes off the dark web. He got boots. The boots had a tracker and a SIM card inside. He calls a SIM card. It comes up from a number for the Shoe Man, who then starts harassing him and stalking him like crazy. You know, it's all narrative stuff, but he's been very creative, and he has this little horror conspiracy theory niche following, and I think it's going to translate to NXT well, because people of NXT caliber like the bizarre, the macabre, the horror side. So having it be dark and playing it somewhat straight but funny could really be interesting. Right. The women's summit was what it was. And Ricky Saints, Obafemi.
You don't think the women's summit was that good?
No, I mean, it's just them jib-jabbing with each other, and they wouldn't let Jordan Grace talk. And then she had those stupid-ass glasses on. Those things were gigantic. So,
like Becky Lynch style, no?
Yeah. It's if not worse, yeah. And then Ricky Saints and Obafemi, they had their contract signing, and I don't know. That is a curious case right there with me, because there's a few ways that they could be going with this, which we'll get into in a second. So
tell me your hit or miss on wait, getting into what? I'm sorry, you broke
Deadline, but yeah, continue, sir. Hit or miss on what?
On the show overall, was it like a hit or miss last night?
I'd call it a hit, but not a must see. You could probably watch the recap on YouTube and be okay. They didn't.
Is it one of those shows that wasn't a bad show, but if you missed it, you didn't miss anything?
There was nothing really consequential. They had some really fun matches. The 8-man tag, the 6-woman tag. Those were two really good standouts. Nothing bad, like I said. Just the women's summit and the contract signing kind of fell flat. And it's hard to put a lot into either of those, even the men's Iron Survivor, because they just had Cena announce the names last week. This week, we're off to the races. And I know it's a number one contendership match, but I've always wanted it to be for the title. I feel like that match leans itself so much better for the championship.
Right.
You're earning points. You know, we've seen the scramble match before. It's got that feel to it. And especially because you have people in the penalty box and whatnot. I'm genuinely excited for this show. I don't know what you thought of NXT overall, but
see, I saw like clips on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
That was pretty much.
That's why.
Yeah, that was pretty much the most you'll need of it. Catch the highlights, catch WWE's top 10, but get ready for Deadline. Deadline this weekend. Going to be a lot of fun. They're in San Antonio, Texas, the Boeing Center at Techport, so. It's a really good card, too. It shaped out better than I thought it would, funny enough. So before we get into those predictions really quick, TNA details Joe Hendry's move to WWE, and Carlos Silva is basically just saying that we used our partnership, and He said the amount of buzz that TNA received when Joe was in WrestleMania as the guest wrestler against Randy Orton was amazing. The pop he got in the Vegas arena was insane. I was there. It was great. We worked through it. We're partners, and good partners are give and take. So basically they were like, they let him work through the summer with us, and we got into the fall with transition with Joe, and we let him go early. So cool that they did that for WWE and vice versa. And the PW Insider is basically saying that WWE was aware of TNA's new broadcast deal in advance. They were not blindsided by it, and they're strongly denying the deal would hinder their partnership. They're excited that they're going to be on TV. And AMC is no slouch of a network. The Walking Dead and Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, all those shows broke records on AMC. I'm not saying Impact's going to do that, but it's obviously a channel that people still hold on to. So they're going to have to do more than just tease a few heel turns to get people tuning in, though. We'll see what kind of big deal they make of it when that happens. I've been trying to catch Dynamite in the background. I know we had Moxley and Claudio having to face each other in the match. We had Samoa Joe open it up with Eddie Kingston. Good verbal exchange between the two. Kazuchika Okada and Pac in the Continental Classic tournament. That apparently was a pretty good match, about 13 minutes. We had Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight in the Continental Classic. Tony Storm and Mina taking on Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne. Their Holiday Women's Death Match tournament there. This is the semifinal match. They gave them their ridiculous tag team name now, and it's like, I don't know why they feel like that's something they have to do. It's a bootleg ripoff. Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne are the Mega Problems.
The Mega Problems.
Come on. Really? Instead of the Mega Powers, the Mega Problems. And it's like, all right.
Oh, that's what makes.
I mean, Mina's Chirikawa had a big candy cane wrapped in barbed wire. Hey, you found the rim shot. I was talking about not rim shot.
Oh.
Whatever. You found something. Hey, we like it. So, I mean, it's just been
headline, huh?
Yeah. It's been an interesting build because they had to hurry up and get there, and they didn't have much to do with it. So let's see what we get from this card. We've got the 2 Iron Survivor matches, men's and women's. We've got the title fights and a bit of revenge. And that's where we'll start. The one thing I didn't mention intentionally on NXT, because this was probably one of my favorite moments of the night. Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame, they had a really nice back and forth, but they weren't face to face, and it wouldn't have worked face to face. They would, Spaz is absolutely right about that. They would have had to confront each other, fight each other, tear each other apart. Instead, this was a chance for both of them to speak their piece. Izzy said about how she felt like Tatum couldn't be any more insecure, and all we did to uplift you couldn't appreciate it. And as where Tatum loses her friends yet again, betrayed once more, a story old as time. Friends come, but they go. Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame, straight up match at Deadline. Who are you picking?
I think, I don't know. You got to go with Tatum, right?
I think so. The only way I see Izzy Dame winning is if they screw over Tatum, and then they have to lead themselves to some type of stipulation match, or she has to get some new friends for backup. But I hope that's not the case. I hope she topples Izzy Dame here, and she goes back to trying to get her title back.
And defeats Izzy Dame. Yeah, I'm going to go Tatum Paxley here.
As am I, my good friend, and we agree.
What do you want to go with next here? Ethan Page, the Iguana?
He's got an iguana. Like, an iguana. We can't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Iguana is a meme merchant, like in a way, but like I don't see the entire hype for him,
The appeal.
and I don't think this match. Yeah, I don't think this match should realistically even be close. If I'm being honest with you, I think this should be a squash match.
See, that was the thing. Like, how much can you do with it? And when does it become?
I mean, look
old
at
hat?
Ethan Page and look at Mr. Iguana. Like, you're telling me like this guy stands a chance against Ethan Page?
I think that's part of the intentional presentation of this. You're supposed to doubt that Mr. Iguana has any chance in hell, and it's going to be really a tough, battle for him to go ahead and get behind. So,
yeah,
Ethan Page is not losing this damn title, not to a friggin' iguana.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah, he's not losing it to a goddamn iguana. I mean, really, you could do only so much with the puppet. It's fun. I mean, we saw the Cobra last a long while with Santino. So, hey, it is very surface level, as we said. So it was fun at first and interesting, and now it's like, we know he's not going to win. It's just for the spectacle of it. But again, there's other people they could be showcasing from NXT, not AAA. But granted, this will be a good match. But Ethan Page, without a shadow of doubt, he is
you
winning.
think this is a good match?
I think they're going to have a pretty damn decent match.
Do you like Mr. Iguana more than me then?
No, I just know that like the lucha style, Ethan caters pretty well to, because he's been down in AAA and had some pretty damn good matches, especially with Dr. Wagner Jr. there. So he's going to be challenging for that title soon enough. He can go fast paced and he can be methodical. He can take his time. Ethan's a master of, many things. So I think it'll be a good match. Not great, but good.
I'll go with it, but like I just want Ethan Page to take care of business, if you will.
Yes, indeed. And we're going backwards with this, but opening match of the night, as announced, Ricky Saints.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Obafemi.
Ricky Saints is going to win.
Yeah, Ricky Saints has to win this. I mean, there's a lot of what ifs around all of this, and what do they do, and how do they go for? I think because people felt like Ricky never fully beat Oba. He didn't get the 3 count. It was like the last man standing stip and whatnot. So hey, can you really get him down for the 3 count? Maybe now we finally see the Rochambeau, huh? But yeah, I'm with you. Ricky wins.
Yeah.
And then we got to get into our NFL predictions as well in a second. But so last 2, the Iron Survivor challenges. I wish these were for the titles. Like I said, against the champions would make me so much happier. But on the men's side, not a lot to discuss, really. Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Deion Lennox, and Miles Bourne. Javon is in there as the wild card, but I don't think he's going to get it. Leon's definitely not. He's defending his X Division title the night before. Joe Hendry.
Again, speaking about Javon, I think he's just ready for the main roster fully. I don't even want him on NXT anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely think he's ready, and he'll continue to grow up there. He doesn't need title wins in NXT. He can get those on the main roster down the line. He needs to be in front of big crowds and continue to show off his style.
100%. Like when you have someone that young, that advanced already, you take advantage of that, because when he's 10 years into his career, he'll still only be
even
30,
Swerve said
31,
it. Swerve
right?
Strickland said he's better than me. And Joe Hendry.
Say his name, man.
I love the guy. I want to see him succeed. I don't see it happening here. I think they're going to kind of hold him back a bit. Miles Bourne is my pick. I think he's kind of the secret sauce of this match, and he gets to pick his entrance spot too. So
speaking about entrance,
I think he's winning.
That's what Joe Hendry, you think's winning?
Miles Bourne. Okay. You're as deaf as he
Miles
is.
Bourne, okay. Yeah. You're a dick. But anyway, that's a good one. I'll give it to you. But
yeah.
I couldn't hear it. But Joe Hendry. What do you think about people calling him an entrance merchant?
He's so much more than that. I mean, they haven't given him a lot to
People think he's like
showcase.
Jey Uso, but I think Joe Hendry's a better in-ring wrestler than Jey Uso.
Remember
Just
Joe
saying.
creating the parody song on Ethan Page? Ethan, put on some clothes. You know, he can do, he can sing, he can do the rock concert thing. I mean, him and Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy, excuse me, just sang. Jeff still can't sing. They sang Creed, My Sacrifice, but it was a cool thing to see. Barely anybody there to see it, but yeah, he's so much more than that. He delivers in the ring. He's great at promos. The gimmick itself is very over and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot you can do with it. So I disagree heavily. If he only had the entrance or just the one turn thing, but he can do it all, and he's damn good on the mic. So say his name and he appears. Yeah, I think Miles Bourne wins.
That's a difference. I don't like people comparing him to Jay because I think he's a better talker. He's overall a better in-ring performer. Jay is a great tag team wrestler, by the way. Don't want to dispute that against the guy, but we need to get. Do we have any more?
Eventer. Sol Ruca, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, and Kendall Gray. I feel like they want to give this to Sol Ruca here because not only is she the best in the division entirely, but I feel like they're still going to do the hold back Jordan Grace thing. Like she's going to look like she's got it won and she's the monster, but damn it, she misses it yet again. For some reason, they keep doing that with her, and I don't see that changing. So Sol Ruca, that's my prediction.
I'm going to go Sol Ruca as well.
That's right, the Soul Snatcher. Love that finish. So
Soul Snatcher.
Yeah, you know, it should be an excellent show. I cannot wait for it this Saturday. We will be live, going ahead and broadcasting our review. Make sure you check it out. I cannot wait. Yeah, let's get our predictions quick. I know you have to get the hell out of here. So we have week 14 NFL.
Yeet. Okay, you got the notepad there?
I do. I am ready indeed.
Okay, shit. Okay. Where is this fucking list? Okay, here we are.
There we
are. Cowboys and Lions.
Cowboys and Lions. I'll take the Lions.
I'm gonna go. I hate to do this, but I'm trying to win like our predictions battle here. Cowboys just dethroned the Eagles and the Chiefs back to back. So
back to back. So,
and you hate to see it, but
I cannot.
Gotta give them more credit,
I can't do it for the Cowboys. I'm sorry. I try to keep.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Ugh, it irks me to say, but I think they're gonna win.
Right?
Titans and Browns.
Browns.
This is the battle of the mid, but I'm gonna go Browns.
All right. Next up. Let's see here.
Okay, let's load here. Seahawks and Falcons.
Ooh, I'll do the Seahawks.
That's a good choice. I'm gonna go Seahawks as well.
All right.
Colts and Jaguars.
Colts and Jags. Colts.
Alrighty.
You're the Colts
this
as well?
This one's a fun one. Oh yeah, yes, I said.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to read. My bad.
We got you back to it.
Okay. Yes, Colts, and this one, Commanders and Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Vikings because my Commanders suck.
Commanders and Vikings. Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings as well. All right.
For your next set of contenders, you got the Bengals and the Bills, and I think Bills win.
I was gonna say Bills. Yeah, not to agree with you there,
Bills.
But seems like that's the way to go. All right, let's see here, Bills.
Then we got the Saints and Buccaneers.
Ooh, so much it costs to Pearson here, Buccaneer. Bucks.
I'm gonna go Buccaneers with you there. my
All
friend.
right.
Alrighty. Next, you got
Dun, dun, dun.
Steelers and Ravens.
Steelers.
I'm gonna go Steelers as well.
All right.
Ravens look like stinky.
Not
Stinky
good.
poo-poo.
First episode of SmackDown 2026 is the main roster debut of Jordan Grace to help that lackluster women's division. Yeah, tag division strong, but that is not. So, absolutely. What's up?
Dolphins and Jets.
Oh, Jesus. Jets.
Alrighty.
You're with the
Then you
Jets
got the
too?
Broncos and the Raiders. Yep,
Broncos.
Jets. Then Broncos for yeah, because Raiders suck.
Right.
Then you got Rams and Cardinals.
Ooh, Rams. I'll take.
I'm gonna go Rams as well.
All right.
Then you got Bears and Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears. Bears.
Bears. Texans
right.
and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Chiefs as well.
All right.
We don't. Then we got Eagles
Making
and Chargers.
progress. Chargers.
Chargers as well. Yep.
All right.
You get it as much as I do, my friend.
I think so. Is that the last game?
Yep.
All right. We're up to date on week 14. So, yeah, you and I started going head to head week 9. You know, we should have been doing it the whole time, but we'll have to see how some of your predictions fare.
We were like,
from here on out.
that's a great idea.
That's a better idea. Hey, let's go ahead and include the co-host. Who would have thunk it? Guys, I thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a great deal of fun. I know you got to get the hell out of here in a second, so we're going to get the hell out of here in a second. But I just wanted to reiterate one more time. Thank you, everyone that has supported me, Cody, this channel, everybody for being a part of Into Somewhere and made 2026 help rise all tides and help us continue to move onwards. Ever present and strong minded, right? Let's get ourselves to the next step. Please, my friend, with those words being said, tell these people where we can find you.
Indeed. You can find me over on my Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it nowadays, at Judgment Day Era. You can find me over on my YouTube once we get the PC up and running with that monitor Jake got me for Christmas. Thank you again, by the way.
Absolutely.
You can find me over there once we get gaming content underway, also at Judgment Day Era. And you can find me over on my Instagram, no longer a Judgment Day page show for obvious reasons, right? Because we can't have opinions or make jokes. We have to keep it
right. We have to go ahead
clean
and
here.
Be clean. We got to go ahead and allow ourselves to be censored now.
Hell yeah.
We'll see what comes of it, but until then, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We again appreciate you all greatly. Hopefully everybody's getting into the holiday spirit with us. We'll have Deadline this upcoming Saturday, and we should be here Friday with the SmackDown review as well. Until then, you can go ahead and find us on youtube.com/Jake DeMarco. You can go ahead and find me on Twitter at Countdown Ended, on Rumble, and on Instagram under the same name. Go ahead and find us on TikTok. That's right. It's Jake.CountdownEnded over there. And make sure you go ahead and check out XSplit for all your broadcasting needs. Use code BANANA for 20% off. And don't forget about vidIQ. Use the URL vidiq.com/intosomewhere. Hey, that'll go ahead and it'll get you a hell of a discount to help you supercharge your YouTube channel. Think I got it all out, but until then, become a member. Not a reason not to. We're gonna have a bunch of exclusive content and more. So support the channel. And until then, I hope you all stay sexy and have a great evening. We'll see you then.
Pipe bomb, Uso stands tall. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fall? The ropes scream, the mat shakes in this arena. No room for fakes. Drew's Claymore, Cody's resolve. Conflicts deepen, mysteries to solve.